So with these questions, the first thing to do is to find the x and y intercept, and you can do that by setting x equal to 0. That means phi is 45, 5y. So the x-intercept is 9. So if you're drawing this quickly, this is 0, 9 is the y-intercept. X-intercept would be set y to 0, and you'll get x equal to 15. So somewhere here. And so that's the line. And we're asked to take this triangle and find its circumcircle. So the circle that circumscribes that triangle. So something like that. The key thing to note here is that this point, which is at the origin, this is 90 degrees here. And that means that this is a diameter. So this is the property that if you have a side of a triangle that's same as the diameter, then all of these angles are 90 degrees. So we're doing the opposite of that, that if this is a right triangle, then that has to be the diameter. So that's the diameter, and we can compute the diameter by applying the Pythagorean theorem. So here, diagonal would be the square root of 9 squared plus 15 squared, so 225 and 81. That's the square root of 306. And then you divide this by 2 to get the radius, which is what the question is. And you'll get around 8.74. They're looking for the integer closest, and the answer is 9. Now, some students, if you don't recognize this is 90 degrees, there's a formula for the radius of the circumcircle, which is the product of the 3 sides of this triangle divided by 4 times the area. And you'll notice that you'll get the same answer because the area here is really this base times height, which is really the sides here. So if you were to do it that way, 4 times, you have to have a half here. And then you'll see if A and B are those sides, that's 9 times 15. I'm just leaving C for now. You'll see what happens here. These 2 would drop out. That becomes 2. You end up with C over 2, or half of the diameter, which is what we just did. So they're both exactly equivalent. But in case you don't recognize that this is the scenario here, if you use that, you will also eventually get the same answer. So either approach, the answer is 9.